Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you the bits that I picked up from the new Zoella Colourpop range. I didn't actually intend on filming this video, so I think if I had have, I would have probably bought the highlighter and, is it blush as well, I think that she's got, and the eyeliner, but I only picked up a couple of bits, so I thought I'd merge them with my everyday kind of makeup routine and chat you through that a little bit, as well as showing you the new products. So as you can see, I've changed my hair since my last video. Unless I put the one that I literally just filmed up first, I've gone blonde-ish. I have had like my first ever balayage and I really love it. It feels a bit weird to see my hair so light, and obviously like my hair needs to settle a bit because I literally had it done yesterday, but I'm hoping it looks nice. And just a little pre-warn, this SD card is so terrible and I'm going to get a new one soon, but basically the recording keeps cutting out, so I'm hoping it doesn't do that too many times in this. And it's also getting quite dark, so fingers crossed we'll be able to keep things going through this video, because I really want to show you guys yeah, like a look with the new Colourpop range. So I'm going to tie my hair up because even though it's short, I don't want it getting in the way that much. And I've got a mirror down here, which is why I keep looking down there to make sure I don't look too mad. Right, so I'm going to start up with my primer. It's the number 7 Airbrush Away primer. It's not something that is their pore minimising one, sorry. And it's hypoallergenic. This isn't something that I use every single day, like for going to work, just because I don't need my makeup to last all day. But if I'm kind of doing something special, or maybe on the weekend, it's something that I will have the little luxury of using, and I just kind of like, yeah, put a little bit on each cheek and smooth it in. Right. I'm trying to work out how many spots I've got at the moment. So this is Soap & Glory's Kick-Ass Concealer. I've used so many and tried so many different concealers and they just don't work with my skin. I think my skin is it's quite dry in patches, and all the patches that it's dry in are the patches that I really need concealer for, so it always sticks. And this one does a little bit, but it's so much better than any other ones that I've used. I've got such dark circles under my eyes. Yeah, basically this is the best concealer I've ever used, and my sister's got quite similar skin to me, and I bought her one for Christmas or something, or maybe her birthday, and she's kind of basically said the same thing, that it's the only one that she's ever really used that suits like our quite dry skin type. My skin's quite oily in like places, but as a general rule it can be quite dry. Only in the concealer zones. Okay, so I'm going to use my number 7 Beautifully Matte Foundation. This has SPF 15 in it, and this is something that I do use almost every day. I think there's like, I usually try and have one day a week where I don't actually have any makeup on, just to give like my skin a chance to recover from me smothering it in makeup for the other 6 days. So I'm just going to take a moment to blend this in. I've done my first vlog in quite a while this week, which feels a bit mad because, yeah, mostly because I haven't done one in ages. But I feel like I've had quite an sort of interesting week for me. Usually I don't really do anything, but I had a blood test. My sister came up and we literally like Marie Kondo'd and hinched the entire house. Like we went into every single cupboard and cleaned every surface. I think, well, there was one, we've got 2 spare rooms here, and one of the spare rooms we didn't do anything with, just because it's got like a lot of my boyfriend's stuff in, and I also use it as a bit of a dumping ground. I just did not have the energy to deal with that. Right, so that's that on. That's my foundation. I'm really hoping it doesn't look patchy in the camera, because this blending foundation is just something that I don't have the time or effort to do properly. Right, I know this is not the like correct order that you're meant to do putting makeup on in, but I always do my foundation, and before I finish the rest of my base I go in with eyeshadow, which is the Brunch Date Zoella Colourpop palette today. This is the outside of the box that I've just taken it out of, which I really like. I like the kind of waffle thing. And these are all the colours in it. I'm not sure how well you can see this or how much of my like setup I'm showing off, but basically it kind of, I don't think I've mentioned it on here, I had a Naked 3 palette, which I'm definitely too poor to have bought. I won it in a giveaway, and when I came back from Amsterdam it smashed and I was so gutted, but a lot of the shades in here are quite similar to the shades in that, so that's partly why I bought it. And then obviously you've got this pop of blue. Right, so I think I'm going to use the Champagne Toast kind of on the inner corner, and then just thinking, and then probably Cinnamon Sugar on like the main bit of my eye, and then Skinny Latte out in the corner. So let's give this a go. So, this is the Super Cat eyeliner from Soap & Glory again. This is like the best eyeliner I've found. In case you can't tell, I'm not very good at doing my eyeliner at all. My sister always looks at it and is like, oh god. Like, have you been walking around with this all day? This is terrible. And she's really, really good at it, so... It's wonky, but that's about as good as it's gonna get. And then I've got my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which is what I use basically every day. It's like my holy grail mascara, and I don't think I will ever like fall out of love with it. One day maybe, but it's the best. I've tried like a lot of different mascaras, and this is just the best one. It's starting to die on me, and I'm just like, please. Last another month, last me through another payday, and then we'll replace you. But I'm really not sure if it's going to. But like, if you look at the difference between this lash and this lash, it's the dream. This is what I need, and I'm really awful at putting on fake lashes, so this is about as good as it gets in terms of lash length for me. But I'm not sure. I think this weekly vlog that I filmed is going to go up afterwards, after this one has gone up, because it's going to take me quite a while to edit, and this hopefully won't. Although looking at all the mascara I've got in that eyeshadow, maybe it will. Well, that'll do. I have not got anything for my brows out. It's like, I'll be prepared, I'll lay everything out ready, and I'm browless. Okay, so that's my eyes done. I actually really love this palette. They were a bit more bold than I would normally go for. I think maybe for work I'll go for Sunny Side Up and Maple Syrup, or Maple Syrup and Mimosa. I do quite like Mimosa. I'm really hoping that you can actually see that. Yeah, I really like Mimosa. So I thought I'd go with something a bit more glittery and exciting, but now I've got orange all over my eyes, so this is a delight. Right, I'm gonna pop my blush on. So this is the Apricot Blossom Powder Blush from number 7. I really like their makeup. Like I've got quite sensitive skin, and so does my sister, and it like quite suits our pasty sensitive skin. And yeah, I feel like it does remind me of like middle-aged white women, but that's what I'm gonna be one day. I'm just preparing myself. So, and then this is a really old battered Kate by Rimmel contour and sculpt set. I don't really use much contour ever, but I would really like to get some like decent bronzer for the summer, so if anybody has any that they can recommend, please please pass that on, because I literally don't know where to start. And then next I'm going to use this really dirty Afterglow highlighter palette from Urban Decay. And I think I'm going to go with Side Piece today. So most of the time, if I'm honest, I do like a big swirl of all of them. Because there's things that I'm not sure how often I would use Peroxide, which is the pink one, on its own. But with the others, it's less offensive. Right, so I think I'm shiny enough. And brows. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I'm definitely not somebody who's very good at brows, and I had this traumatic experience. I went to get my brows threaded about a year ago, and I've had them threaded quite a few times before and it's all been fine. It hurts more than getting them waxed when it's being done, but afterwards it hurts less and it lasts longer, so I'm all good with that. But this woman, honestly, I don't know why she thought I wanted to have these like pencil thin eyebrows, but that's what I ended up with. She literally, when she was doing it, I could feel so much hair coming off and I was like, oh god, like how unruly are my brows at the moment? And they weren't really that unruly. She just destroyed them. And I had like an event that I was going to, like a family event I think, about a week later, and I was like, how am I gonna grow some brows in a week? And the answer is I didn't. I just had to massively overdraw them and hope that nobody noticed I suddenly had hardly any eyebrows. So I've been trying to, and I haven't lived in the town that I've lived in for very long, so I say that it's been like 3 years now, but it doesn't feel like very long. So I haven't really found anywhere else to go to yet. I don't know where's good, and I don't want to have that all over again. So my brows are like this. Right, I'm going to use the NYX Professional Makeup Suede Matte Lip Liner in Kitten Heels. I've got the liquid lipstick to go with this, but I'm going to use it. I've bought the Self Love Club liquid lipstick, as I said, but I didn't. You can get a kit where you get the lip liner with it as well, but I'm hoping that this will do. I literally feel like a child that's just drawn all over their face with a crayon, but I'm hoping it will help. So this is what the matte liquid lipstick looks like. I've seen people saying that it's smaller than like a Stila counterpart, but that's a similar colour. But I don't know about anybody else, but I've never gotten to the bottom of a liquid lipstick, and I feel like if it was bigger it would just go out of date and be rank. So it's got like a tiny little doe foot on it, and yeah. Right, so there's that. It's not the neatest lipstick in the world, if I'm honest. That's me, not the actual lipstick itself. But I really like it. I think it looks very matte, which I obviously would hope. So yeah, this is what the finished look looks like. I'm not sure about the weird orange eyeshadow with red lipstick. But I really couldn't. Really hadn't swatched it, and I couldn't tell exactly what the colour would be, and I took a risk and here we are. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's something completely different to what I've done really in the last few months, and let me know if you'd like to see anything else that's similar. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon.